working all day, every day, working nights, working weekends. Did that in corporate. I did not want to do that when
Let's talk, people know you as the time-rich CEO. And, this is one of the things I wrote about in my book, but for a lot of people, it's very hard to divorce time and money. And especially like in our agency business, like a high ticket service model, it's very easy to become the business, to become the go-to person and just get stuck. Like for me, that meant my first 7 years, like I was the only one I knew answering emails on a Sunday night, sitting alone in a dark room and, being that guy. So let's talk, firstly, what is this big idea, time-rich CEO? And then we'll get into the details, like how does somebody actually become a time-rich CEO?
Yeah. So let me go all the way back to where it started. Growing up, I grew up with two different examples. One example of what entrepreneurship looks like, and then, of course, what the typical 9-to-5 corporate style looks like. So one parent was focused on financial freedom that did not come with time freedom. And the other parent was focused on, well, just surviving, right? So I grew up with this limiting belief that you have to choose which freedom do you want, time freedom or financial freedom. No one told me that they can both coexist, right? So I did my share fair of corporate and, of course, I'm rebellious.
For real, sorry to hear that. As a recovering corporate dude, sorry to hear that.
Oh man, and if y'all don't know, y'all, one thing that me and Frankie have in common is we're both IEs. We're both industrial engineers, the best engineer out there. So I had my fair share. It was cool. It was very short. But I don't like being told what to do, how to do it, and I don't like my time being controlled or
being told when you can take a shit and go to lunch and all that kind of good stuff.
Like
fucking meetings.
Just 2 weeks of vacation a year. Like what? No, it's not like prison. So the idea of a time-rich CEO, let's break it down. So rich to me means rich in currency and in health. And currency isn't just a monetary exchange. There's different types of currency. There's advocacy, referrals. There's so many different types of currency, but of course, health is the new wealth, or wealth is health, however you say it. So, in having that aspect of one, being a typical CEO, you're just chained to your desk, chained to your business, working all day, every day, working nights, working weekends. Did that in corporate. I did not want to do that when I became an entrepreneur because I'm not creating a second job for myself. I don't want to be an employee, right? Yeah. So this led to one, being able to run your business profitably on autopilot so you can take a vacation, step away a week, a month, a couple of months, and not skip a beat in your business. And the show goes on with or without you. So that's the idea of being a time-rich CEO. Frankie.
Love it. I love it. It's funny too, because I have, the same kind of like corporate-y background where we're like, we may not look it, but we're distant family. And one of the things that happened for me in that kind of journey is you kind of unconsciously learn the belief, like you said, that you can have money, you can have time, but nobody like teaches you how to divorce those two things so you can actually have them together. Especially like I say in the agency model that I show a lot of folks, it's very easy in a service business to go into it with like poor and middle class kind of values. Yes. Where you're unknowingly kind of trading time for money, like in a different form where you don't have one boss. Now you got 10, 20, 50, 100 bosses, however many, clients you're working with. But it's the same kind of values you bring to the table. And so it seems impossible where like more clients must mean more work and more tied to. Hey guys, if you like this video, you'll probably also like our free Facebook group, Beyond Agency Profits, Agency Lifestyle Design. You can get free copies of the book inside here. I look ridiculous. We're doing weekly Q&As, giving answers to all your questions. Some of the best, smartest, brightest people. We've got lots of industry leaders doing 7, 8 figures and beyond. It's a literal who's who of the brightest agency owners that I know, as well as lots of tips on scaling and stuff, books that work. So if you're not already part of it, you're going to want to be part of it. So make sure to click the link. I put it in the description of the video as well as in the pinned top comment below. So just scroll down and you can join, and it's totally free.